All right, picture this. You're living abroad, maybe working, studying, or just enjoying a long-term adventure. You've got bills to pay back home, or perhaps you need to send funds to family in another country. You're a loyal Ally Bank customer, loving their online platform, competitive rates, and overall user-friendly experience. But then, the question hits you, can Ally Bank handle international transfers? Can you seamlessly move your money across borders using your trusted Ally account? Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. International money transfers are a complex beast. They involve navigating different currencies, regulations, and financial systems. It's not as simple as sending an email. There are fees, exchange rates, and processing times to consider. And frankly, not all banks are created equal when it comes to handling these transactions. You might be thinking, why not just use a service like PayPal or Wise? And that's a valid point. These third-party services are often touted for their speed and convenience. But what if you prefer to keep all your finances within one trusted institution? What if you want the security and transparency of dealing directly with your bank? That's where Ally Bank comes in. Ally Bank, known for its online-only model, has gained a reputation for its customer-centric approach and competitive offerings. But being an online bank raises some specific questions about its international capabilities. Traditional brick-and-mortar banks often have established networks and partnerships that facilitate international transfers. Can an online bank like Ally Bank offer the same level of service? Let's start with the basics. Does Ally Bank directly facilitate international wire transfers? The short answer is, not exactly. Ally Bank doesn't offer direct international wire transfers in the same way some traditional banks do. This can be a bit of a surprise, especially if you're used to the convenience of initiating a transfer directly through your online banking portal. But here's the thing, not offering direct international wires doesn't mean you're completely out of options. It just means you need to explore alternative pathways. And understanding these pathways is crucial for anyone who needs to move money across borders. So, what are your alternatives? The most common workaround is to use a third-party money transfer service in conjunction with your Ally Bank account. These services specialize in international money transfers, offering competitive exchange rates and faster processing times. You can typically link your Ally Bank account to these services, making it easy to fund your transfers. Let's break down how this process typically works. First, you'll need to create an account with your chosen money transfer service. Then, you'll link your Ally Bank account as the funding source. You'll enter the recipient's bank details, including their account number, bank name, and SWIFT code for international transfers. The service will then convert your funds into the recipient's currency and send the money to their account. One of the key advantages of using these services is the competitive exchange rates they offer. Traditional banks often mark up exchange rates, meaning you end up paying more than the actual market rate. Money transfer services, on the other hand, typically offer rates closer to the mid-market rate, which is the real-time exchange rate used by banks and financial institutions. Another advantage is speed. International wire transfers through traditional banks can take several business days, sometimes even a week or more. Money transfer services often process transfers much faster, in some cases within a few hours. This can be crucial if you need to send money urgently. Now, let's talk about fees. While Ally Bank doesn't charge a fee for outgoing domestic wire transfers, they do charge a fee for incoming domestic wire transfers. When it comes to international transfers, the fees will depend on the money transfer service you use. Each service has its own fee structure, so it's important to compare your options and choose the one that offers the best value for your needs. When comparing services, pay attention to both the upfront fees and the exchange rate markup. Sometimes, a service with lower upfront fees might have a higher exchange rate markup, meaning you'll end up paying more overall. It's essential to look at the total cost of the transfer, including all fees and exchange rate markups. Another factor to consider is the security of your funds. When choosing a money transfer service, make sure it's licensed and regulated by reputable financial authorities. Look for services that use secure encryption technology to protect your personal and financial information. While Ally Bank doesn't offer direct international transfers, it does offer some features that can be helpful for managing your finances when dealing with international transactions. For example, Ally Bank's online platform allows you to easily monitor your account balance and transaction history. This can be useful for tracking your transfers and ensuring that everything is processed correctly. Additionally, Ally Bank's customer support is available 24/7, so you can reach out for assistance if you have any questions or concerns about your transfers. While they can't directly help with international transfers, they can provide guidance on linking your account to third-party services and managing your funds. It's also worth noting that Ally Bank's checking and savings accounts don't have monthly maintenance fees, which can be a significant advantage if you frequently send or receive international transfers. These fees can add up over time, especially if you're making multiple transfers each month. So, to summarize, while Ally Bank doesn't directly facilitate international wire transfers, you can still use your Ally Bank account to send and receive money internationally by using a third-party money transfer service. This approach offers several advantages, including competitive exchange rates, faster processing times, and transparent fee structures. Remember, the key is to do your research and compare your options. Choose a reputable money transfer service that offers the best value for your needs and provides the level of security and convenience you require. Before you initiate any international transfer, make sure you have all the necessary information, including the recipient's bank details, account number, and SWIFT code. Double-check the information to avoid any delays or errors. Also, be aware of any potential tax implications associated with international transfers. Depending on the amount and frequency of your transfers, you may need to report them to the relevant tax authorities. Ultimately, the best approach is to weigh the pros and cons of each option and choose the one that best suits your individual needs and circumstances. Whether you opt for a traditional bank, a money transfer service, or a combination of both, the goal is to find a solution that allows you to move your money across borders safely, efficiently, and affordably. Understanding the nuances of international money transfers can be challenging, but it's a necessary skill in today's globalized world. By taking the time to educate yourself and explore your options, you can make informed decisions and ensure that your money is handled with care. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.